In this video, we continue Jank 10's week with Cold River Soapworks Select. This one is Puro Fresco, and we'll be using the RazoRock Hawk version 3 with the A plate. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB, and thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And as always, before we get into content, I remind you this video is brought to you by our sponsor Leaf. I'll pop up the leaf and the twig right there. If you'd like 5% off your order at Leaf, use discount code IAMCDB and save yourself some money when shopping at Leaf. All right, today we continue DK's Jank 10's week, and we're using a really good soap. This is Cold River Soapworks Select. I'm not going to give you all the ingredients and costs and everything because I'm not sure that Cold River sells Select anymore. They sell Glide and Chapin Milk, but I'm not sure about Select. But I've had this soap for a very long time. This is Puro Fresco, and to me, it smells like Acqua di Parma Fico di Amalfi. If you're familiar with that scent, beautiful sort of citrusy scent with maybe fig, if memory serves. Beautiful soap and scent. And this tin has actually held up pretty well. And the reason it has is because these will get scratched up. So I used to put a piece of bubble wrap or something when stacking these. So this one is held up pretty well. The soap is kind of in a puck format now because it's lost a lot of its moisture over the years, but it is still good stuff. Still smells great, and you don't need to use a lot of it. It's quite hard now, so it's pretty concentrated, and we look forward to a great shave with this today. Let me go ahead and show you a shot of the lather. It lathered beautifully. There you go. And as you can see, there are no problems whatsoever with the lather. Cold River Soapworks makes excellent soaps still. And this one is old, and it's still great, and the base holds up. It really does. All right, the razor for today is the RazoRock Hawk version 3. This is the A plate, which is a little more efficient. This is 316 stainless steel. I have the super knurl handle on it, which you can see there. And this is a really great value, $69.99 at Italian Barber. 316L stainless steel, made in Canada. This is an Artist Club style razor, and it is really nice. It is my second favorite Artist Club style razor, the first being the Vector, of course, but this one is quite good indeed still. I really like this razor, so I'm looking forward to using it today. Okay, let's get into it. Continuing on, Jank 10's week, and this is just plain water. If you're curious, just misting the face, and I tell you what, I'm looking forward to this one. Kind of glad DK kicked off that Jank 10's week because I get a chance to use this soap, and this is a great soap, and I love the scent. If you've tried Sterling Campagna, which I asked them to make because RazoRock made 1X in this scent, but they don't make it anymore, this is what it smells like. So if you're familiar with Sterling Campagna, that's what Cold River Soapworks Puro Fresco smells like. And today's brush, by the way, is the RazoRock 400, and we're looking forward to getting a great shave today. Oh man, I love this scent. I was so glad when Sterling made Campagna because Cold River Soapworks, I'm not sure they make a lot of Puro Fresco anymore, and RazoRock doesn't make 1X anymore, at least I haven't in years, and it is a great scent. So you can still get this scent in Sterling Campagna if you're curious. It's one of my favorite scents, really. I love it. It's really phenomenal. And as you can see here, the lather is nice and hydrated. No problems whatsoever there. Really great stuff. I want to remind you all, if you haven't entered this week's giveaways, make sure to do so because I'm going to announce the winners on this one pretty quick. Usually I give it at least a week, but because I'm going to be traveling again soon, going to help my mother again, I'm going to try to draw that a little bit earlier in the week so I can try to get those out to the winners before I leave, because otherwise it'll be several weeks probably before I can get them out. So if you haven't entered this week's giveaway, I'll pop up the video right there. Make sure you watch that video and enter, and I'll announce the winners pretty soon in the next couple of days. So, and then we'll have more, following that, of course. All right, here we go. RazoRock Hawk version 3 with the A plate. The A plate is a little more efficient. They have a standard, I think they have an open comb. And this one is the A plate, which is supposed to be a little more efficient. I do get a little more blade feel out of it. I like it. And I got the super knurl handle with it, which I like. It's very grippy. It's very nice, and man, that is just a smooth shave. And the Cold River Soapworks Select, I tell you what, folks, this base, it's a number of years old now, and it still holds up. Still holds up against the best out there, in my opinion. It is very good. Cold River Soapworks, in my opinion, has always been a leader in terms of bases. Their soap quality has always been first rate, again, in my opinion. And they have the Glide formula now, which is their latest, but the older stuff is still really good. They just really make fine soaps at Cold River Soapworks. You don't see them as much, I think, because they aren't really, they're not sold through stock lists like Maggard's or the Razor Company or West Coast Shaving. So you don't see them as much. You pretty much have to buy them directly from Cold River. And oftentimes they're out of stock, and so that's why I don't think you see them as much for that reason. But I tell you what, the quality of the product is top rate. It's really good. And this one is quite old, but I tell you, it really is good. I wish Larry at Cold River had capacity to make more soaps, but he doesn't. Last time I talked to him on the phone, which was, I don't know, 6 or 8 months ago, his wife had, I think she had knee surgery, and he was having to help, so he doesn't make the volume of soaps he used to. So the best way to know when Cold River is releasing a soap is to sign up for their mailing list, and they'll send an email out when they drop a soap or something like that. But I tell you what, if you've never tried Cold River, try it. It's good stuff. I think most people agree it's a really good soap. You don't hear about it quite as much because they're not particularly splashy on social media. And you know, like I said, they're not in the stock lists here in the U.S., but it's a very good quality soap, and they've been doing it for quite a number of years, sort of quietly relative to other brands. Not a lot of promotion from Cold River, but I tell you what, it's a soap worth trying if you haven't. It is very good, and I really enjoy using it. I've had a lot of Cold River soaps over the years, and I still own quite a few of them. Probably own still around 10. Very, very good soap in my opinion. All right, let's continue our work with the Hawk here today, which I think is a really great value. The RazoRock stainless steel offerings are probably some of the best values that can be had in the traditional shaving hobby. Very few people make stainless steel razors for the price that RazoRock is able to sell them, and they are good quality. And they have quite a few of them. You know, you have the Lupo, you have the Game Changer, you have the Mamba, you have the Hawk, and the list sort of goes on and on. And I own a number of these razors, and I like them a lot, and they are keepers for me. And you know me, I have lots of premium razors, but I still come back to these RazoRock razors because they are very good. The value is good, and they're very durable. There's really nothing not to like about them, honestly. They've been having RazoRock has always been somewhat synonymous with value. And with these stainless razors, it's probably in terms of having a number of different options, you won't find a vendor who has more stainless offerings at better prices than RazoRock. They're just, sub $100 for all stainless is very good, and these are good quality. And man, that soap is slick too. The Hawk just gliding. And this is the type of shave you just love to have. I was watching Marianne's video before I started making this video today, and he was participating in Jank Tins Week. And folks, that's tongue-in-cheek. Honestly, if you love tins, it's no problem. I don't like them because, I want a good presentation, but I own them, and I keep the ones that I have. It's what's inside that matters. But for me, someone who showcases products, I don't like them. But anyway, Marion was, he opened a soap that had never been used before in a tin, and it already had rust in it. It had never been used, and that's sort of one of the reasons I've never been a huge fan, is you can run into those problems. I have, so everything that I comment about, or if I take a strong opinion on my channel, it's based on my years of experience and seeing what happens over time. Not just coming into the hobby last year and deciding, I'm going to have a bunch of strong opinions. These are opinions that have been formed over a long period of time through lots of uses and having lots of products through here. And you can see them on the channel. Go back and look at the old channel too. And so these are opinions that are formed from experience and use. And, but it was funny watching Marion's, because he opens up that soap and he's like, there's already rust in here. Soap had never been used before. Well, there is moisture in the soap, so. Tin, I guess actual tin. Now keep in mind, sometimes we refer to tins generically, and not all tins are actually tin. Some are aluminum, some are steel, and so you have different metals with different sort of qualities to them. Some are better than others. The Cold River Soapworks here is pretty good as far as metal container goes. It's a pretty good one. But anyway, poor Marion, rust already. before he even put the brush to the soap, it was already rusted. And so you can have that. And I don't think anybody wants to use soap that's got rust in it along with the blade and potentially cut yourself. I don't know if you could be in jeopardy by virtue of introducing rust into a cut, but I know generally you get tetanus shot if you get cut with something rusty. So if you're shaving with a soap with rust in it and you cut yourself, that might not be a good situation. So I don't know. So I would encourage you, if you do have rust, to make sure you keep it away from the soap as best you can. Just my opinion. However, I don't know if you're really in any jeopardy there or not, to tell you the truth. Maybe someone with more medical knowledge could coach us up down there. I don't know. But rust and blades in your skin, that doesn't sound like a good combination to me. Which is, again, another reason I kind of prefer to stay away from metals. And metals and water generally aren't the best combo, but it is what it is. Keep in mind, folks, even if you don't put water, if you scoop, still there's moisture in the soaps itself. So something to think about. But I'm going to tell you right now, this soap today, no rust in my tin. It's held up very well. And this is a soap that I'm proud to own, and a razor I'm proud to own too. I love this. I think I prefer the A plate over the standard, but I do prefer a little more blade feel, although it's not super blade feely. That was just a really nice shave. Honestly, nothing to complain about. Let's get this last bead here. There's no need to leave that there. All right. That was an excellent shave today. All right, let me rinse, then we'll come back into the post. Stay tuned. And all right, we are back, and off cam we did a warm water rinse to remove the soap, and then we applied our PAA alum. There was no stinging, so that was a super smooth shave. No nicks, cuts, creepers, weepers, irritation, bubbles, or troubles. Following the alum, we did a cool water rinse, and then we toweled off with our Lancaster towel prior to using the Magic Made by Witches Thayer's Witch Hazel. Excellent shave today with Cold River Soapworks Select, and this was Puro Fresco. Really, really nice soap. If you haven't tried Cold River Soapworks, it's definitely worth trying. We used the RazoRock Hawk version 3 with the A plate. I absolutely loved it. Nice, fairly efficient. I enjoyed it a lot. We used our RazoRock 400 brush, which is about 20 bucks. Great value on the brush. It's in our Lancaster RazoRworks brush soaking mug. We used our Captain's Choice bowl, and let me show you how much soap is left. That's enough easily for another shave. I used not quite a half teaspoon. It was too much because this soap is hard. So keep that in mind, folks. If you have a harder soap, generally it will go a little bit farther. Anyway, we're going to finish it out today with RazoRock 1X, which has that beautiful Fico Diamalfi scent, which is wonderful. And man, oh man, that is beautiful. We're going to be off to the races and having a great day and a great shave. And I hope wherever you are, you do as well. Thanks so much for joining me. Till next time, I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way, and as always, God bless.